Hey, you guys, this is Kenthedon here. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I'm so happy that you decided to tune in with us. This is your webinar for today. We are going to be talking about back to the basics about digital marketing and how you can take your business to an international level. I don't know about you, but you can make more than just the US dollar, and I'm ready to take my business to the international level. I'm so happy to have a top leader here with us. She's international in Nigeria, Canada, so many places. This is Miss Felicia Gunter. I want to make sure I said your name right. But she's here with us. How you doing today, ma'am? How are you?
I am great, and I'm grateful to be here and to be on here with you. So I'm excited for this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I muted myself so we wouldn't echo, but I'm so grateful that we were able to talk about this. Like I said, you guys, this is going to be talking about back to the basics. Okay, you guys. So the track record reports don't lie. Your track record proves for itself. Okay, so Miss Felicia, like I said, is a top leader, right? You guys, she's international, right? She has her business where she's international, talking to people in Nigeria, talking to people in South Africa. Okay, so we're all over the place, and I really wanted her to come and share with us some nuggets, some tips on how we can build our business here, but how we can also take it to that next level, which is to international. So whether you're trying to go to the Dominican, Asia, India, wherever you're deciding you want to go, this is perfect for you. So for all of my brand partners out there, we are talking mainly for Laura Life, but Young Money Muggles, we can apply these things to everything, you guys. All right. So understanding digital marketing, understanding millionaires don't just become millionaires from doing one thing. Okay. But as long as you learn how to copy the right cats, you guys, you can get there. Right. So learning this system, you can apply it to whatever else you got going on. All right. So speaking of systems, Miss Felicia, you want to take it away and talk to us?
Sure, absolutely. I'm so happy to. So you are so right. We are international, and I've noticed that too many people are afraid to take that international step. And so let me start from the beginning. This is my very first, Laura Life is my very first experience doing network marketing. And I can't say that I didn't have some fears or that those beginner jitters and things like that. But I knew that I wanted to take my life to the next level. I have a passion to help people, and network marketing seemed like a fantastic way for me to get in. Not to mention, I absolutely love our products and what they have done for my health and my family's health. How could I say no? So I decided to jump in. And you guys, to be 1,000% honest with you, my success has been found in the international market. So that's not to say that I don't have partners here in the States, but my success came from taking the leap and jumping in, barely knowing anything, to the international market. And as things work here, they work internationally as well. So you learn one system, right? Back to basics, just the very basics of the system that we use, and expanding our audience through sending friend requests, joining groups, right? There's a certain number of friend requests that you want to be sending a day, at least twice a day. Kenyon, do you want to share what that number is?
I do 5, but is that correct? I
Well,
don't know.
listen,
You do 2, 1 to 2. I don't know.
no, 5 is good. We can stretch that to at least 8 in the morning and then 8 in the evening. Now, you guys, this is just a tip with Facebook and the way that they are changing Facebook. It's gotten a little bit more difficult. You have to be careful. So you don't want to do anything too fast, right? So can I give a good tip about how to send friend requests, Kenyon? Is that
Yes,
Okay.
yes, most definitely, please.
Okay. So sending the friend request, you want to watch the number that you're doing and you have to pay attention because it's easy to get on a roll, right? You're just click clacking away, sending those friend requests. This person looks like I want to be friends with them. You do have to go a little bit slowly. And one of the best tips to not get yourself in trouble with Facebook is you go to the person's page and you want to at least 3 likes or loves on a post that they have. And then you also want to leave a comment on at least one of those posts before you send the friend request. So if you're just randomly sending friend requests to people, Facebook might say, hey, wait a minute, this might be some type of scammer or something like that. Um, it it just makes us have to be more aware, but it's probably a good thing that Facebook actually does that. They're looking out for people because we do know that there are scammers on Facebook, right? So if you're taking notes, put that in your notes. Some people say that you can do more than 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening. Uh, However, I got myself blocked. Okay. So I knew the lesson. I got myself, Facebook shut me down for a period of time by either going too fast or doing too many. I'm not sure which. So it does happen and it happened to me. So, and it's the same thing with adding yourself, joining buy sell trade groups. You want to do that slowly, not too many at a time. I stick with the number 8 rule: from request and joining buy sell trade groups. And listen, in the buy sell trade groups, you always want to make sure that you're posting as discussion, right? It's not that you're going in there with the first thing that pops up and trying to make your post mentioning the monies, things like that. You want to do it as a discussion, and people are going to see it, people are going to respond. And of course, you want to have a place to lead your prospects, customers, or even business partners, right? You want to have a place to lead them back to, which would be your Facebook group, right? So, do you have any questions so far? Is there anything that you think that people might want to know in addition to what I've said?
So first and foremost, this is some good information, you guys. So, in Young Money Muggles, note takers are what? History makers, you guys. So we need to make sure we're taking these notes. All right. So 8 friend requests in the morning, 8 in the evening. 8 rule. Okay. So you said I had a question, but I'm glad you said it about how you could get carried away and end up getting blocked. So we have now these parameters, I would say, or these boundaries of understanding how to do it and how not to get blocked, or how not to put yourself on a list where as though I don't know what they do to you, but so I think that was good that you put that in there, because we can learn from that and we can build on that, and then we can still test it a little bit, hit 9 or 10, and see what see what the algorithm allows now and such.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm trying to think of a question. So we know for Laura Life, I'm gonna ask my own personal question. We know I'm trying to build and expand as well in Nigeria. What do you look out for? Because I did talk about scams. What do you look out for when you're friend requesting to say, okay, this might be a scammer, this might be a real person? Like, how do you make that distinguish?
One of the very first things is always look at their profile, right? What you're doing anyway before you send a friend request. Um, Things that send alarm bells off for me when I'm looking is you always want to make sure that their profile picture is consistent on their page, right? That it looks like the same person. Some of the things that I've experienced, there's multiple different photos and you're not quite sure, oh, And I don't mean like they're taking pictures with their family or it's their family. Like there's multiple different pictures that are not consistent with the profile picture. That person is not in the page at all. So that's one of the big things that I look for. Um, I am looking for business partners, right? So there's a mentality. If you're seeing a bunch of, you guys, my granddaughter is running in here. You're going to hear her. I'm so sorry. 1 second.
You're fine.
I'm on it. Okay, get your book. Can you shut my door, please? Thank you. I love you. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Hey, it's one of the pleasures of getting to work from home. I
Yes,
get to see
exactly.
my grandchild whenever I want to. So
Exactly.
sometimes I might be interrupted by her. But anyway, excuse that. It may happen again. I hope not, but it
It's
might.
fine. Listen, I moved my laptop just a little to the side because I understand. I understand.
Okay. Thank you. Um, so where was I? Oh, um, okay. So the photos, maturity level, right? You want to see people that are posting positive things that, I mean, even other network marketers, even if they're in a different company, a lot of good network marketers are interested and always looking for other products, right? Or other companies or whatever. So you want to look for people that are business minded, right? You want to look for people that are like minded to you. And if their profile doesn't reflect that, it's probably a no go. So, I'm sorry. You have to go.
No,
I'm
you
on
guys see,
a.
listen, that's a perfect time right there, even to understand how she said, if you're around five idiots, you're the sixth one, right? So think of that in the same mentality. Who do you want to be around? Who do you want your clientele to be? Who do you want your partners and the people under you and building to be? How do you want that to reflect who you are? Okay. So when you're doing that, that will help you make the right decisions and pick who's and not. And I'm glad, like, once again, I'm gonna keep saying it probably, that we're having this discussion and we topicked it back to the basics, because this is what we already do with the regular people here. So it's like, I don't know why my mind, or our mind, we make it so complicated and we try to over overdo it, and it's like, it's just, this is so easy, it's so simple, going back straight to what it is already.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And next, right? It's easy to, when you have a vision for what you want, it's easy to pick out those partners and remember all of your steps. Like you've got this vision for all the things that you want and the life that you want to create. So even though we have steps, they're easy to follow. They're easy to do. And what does Miss Boomy Moore always say? It's easy to do, and it's just as easy not to do. So whether if you don't do it, you're never going to get the results. If you do it, you're sure to get some results, right? The results that you want. And that's why we're all here. So, you know, and there is absolutely, let me just, if anyone's having, concerns about international building, people are people, right? It doesn't matter where they come from. People are people. Most of us have similar fears. Most of us have similar concerns. Most of us, other than some cultural differences, right, where we come from or how we grew up or whatever, there are obviously differences in people, but we're so similar. I meet people from all over and can find similarities with my life, their way of thinking and believing, and mine. So there really is nothing to be afraid of. Uh, and I said, we talked before, and I told you that, yeah, I had some concerns. It was waters that I had never been in, wasn't quite sure what to expect. But it was the best decision that I ever made in my life. I have met and get to work with some of the most beautiful, amazing people. And all you have to do is communicate. You have to be open, just talk, be understanding. And you know what? If you don't understand something, just ask. Most people, depending on how you approach them, they don't care that you don't know, something about their culture or something like that. They're happy to teach you, they're happy to show you, they're happy to explain. So it truly has been such an incredible experience, and not just because of the success that I have found. There's so much personal growth that has happened, and all these different people. I learn from every single one of them. But I also get to give, right? I also get to teach, I get to help. So it's incredible. It's incredible. And I really want to see everyone have 2022. My goodness, after these last couple years, even though there's been great things, but I know that everybody in 2022 is ready for things to be different, for our lives to go to another level. We want positivity. We want happiness. We want joy. We want togetherness, right? This is a great way to expand on all of that. Like, this can truly be such an incredible year, personally and financially, for so many people. You just have to participate.
I agree to
Yeah.
that so much. Like the way when you said what Boomy says, you can either do it, it's easy to do it, and it's easy not to do it. And I think staying on the topic, go back to the basics. You mentioned it. Personal development is kind of like that first key, and it's like that first step for anything. And I've learned that as well in business. When you get that personal development down packed, and you understand who you are, you have a value of who you are and what your value is to others, then it's a lot more easier to put yourself out there and to, go out there and talk to others and be others. But when you have a different self-image and it's like, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I should, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I would, it's like that's when we come into these hiccups and these hurdles in life. But I'm really grateful that we had this discussion, you guys. All right. So remember, we're going to go back from the top and break it down. 8 is the rule. Okay, you guys, 8 is the rule. 8 people in the morning, 8 people in the afternoon. Let's make sure that we're recruiting and we're talking to people. Listen, I've been saying this every day this week. If you're in business to make a sale. You're in business to make a sale. If you want to do stuff for charity, get a nonprofit, all right? But for those of you who are in business, for those of you who are network marketers, who are out there, not even just network marketing, but you're in business, people are your customers. So you have to learn to cultivate that relationship, build that clientele, and be okay with making that sale, reaching out to them, and not even just making sales, but seeing who's open to new business opportunities, okay, you guys? So the 8 rule, make sure you're liking and loving posts and commenting. I believe we said 3, at least 3 first, okay, before you're liking and friend requesting. Before you're friend requesting, make sure you're engaging on their posts, okay, you guys, and learning the importance of duplicating yourself, all right? Meaning find people who have the same qualities as you and people that you want to work with and you want to build with. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, Miss Felicia. I really appreciate this. Any last comments? Anything else you want to say? You want to put your information out there as well?
Well, I will leave this for you, but let me just say, I'm so proud of you. You are incredible. I love the way that you put yourself out there. You inspire me as well. And there are some things that I could definitely learn from you.
Oh, wow. Well, I appreciate it. That's even now, like understanding, I understand the beauty of the body, the importance of the body. I'm a man of faith. So reading my word, understanding without the head, you can't see, without the arms, you can't do things. And so understanding your strength and in the basics, in the back office, in the recruiting, in the people, all of that. I was like, it seems dumb for me to not benefit on those things, and you have to really go out and seek for your weaknesses, you know, instead of trying to say, oh, I have this weakness and let me still work on it. No, you know, the back office, you knew the basics, you know, it took bringing you here. And I'm grateful that you do the stuff like that. You brought it in. It was like, look, it sets the order back into place, you know, and that's what I love about it. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much for your willingness to come on and talk to my muggles today. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm grateful that you asked. I'm happy to do it.
Yes, man. We're definitely going to do this again. You guys don't forget to like and subscribe, share this with someone. Go ahead and comment, interact with you guys. Let us know how you thought about this. Let us know your tips for 2022. But this is going to be the title for us on YouTube. Back to the basics, tips for network marketing in 2022. So love you guys. Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.